Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to this meeting number 307. There's something right that has happened today. That is the reason why we all are here. There's a system that is working. That's the reason there are so many Toastmasters club members have taken that extra effort to meet at 7 a.m. in the morning. This ecosystem of making things happen is what is helping us run the life, run the world. Without such dedication and the synchronized activities, nothing would be possible. For example, if we see that there's something somebody delivers milk to us every day morning, and if he or she starts delaying it by 1 minute every day, initially you would not realize that. But over a period of time, you will realize that the milk is getting delivered late and it is disturbing the complete schedule and activities of everybody at the whole, though it is dependent on one single person from outside who's just delivering a packet of milk. So that is where the importance of everybody doing their small bit comes into play, where the world keeps ticking. And this is true for everything and anything that we touch today in the life. On this note, I declare that the meeting is 307 is open, and I thank all the members and guests for joining this meeting on 29th of January, Wednesday at 7 a.m. in the morning. Generally, Toastmaster meetings have got a specific template based on which the meeting proceedings happen. And today being a regular meeting, the agenda is to have prepared speeches by the Toastmasters, followed by table topics, and then evaluations and voting for best speaker and the best table topic speaker. Every alternate week, we have a special meeting, which is an educational session or a book review or something, a debate session, something special that is done, uh, which is uh, for a longer duration, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then followed by table topic session. So this is how the Toastmasters meetings happen. Today, I'm supported for this meeting by Toastmaster Manoj, who is the called Toastmaster of the day. He's going to take over the proceedings of the meeting. And to give a brief introduction, Manoj has been a sailor, is captaining a ship. With all his leadership qualities he has gained sailing across the world and managing the crew in very critical situations also. He has decided to do something onshore, and he is supporting many vessels from onshore for running of the vessels, the needs, what happens, what is needed on the vessels as a vessel management. consultant, and he's also a passionate environmentalist who talks, lives, and behaves, trying to do something good for the environment. He takes pains, immense pleasure in educating people, and he's also authored some books on this. And now he is stepping into the entrepreneur journey to do something good for this world. Over to you, TM Body, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Manoj.
Satish, before that, you'll have to call for the secretary report and
Yeah, I'll do
show the
that.
introduction.
Yeah, I request uh, our secretary to read the report for the meeting number 306. Before he takes over, I will a brief introduction about Keshav, a passionate podcaster who loves to give a message to people through his podcasting to motivate people and keep people in high spirits. And he has been also invited in social forums where he can make youngsters understand about work life balance and how to improve their communication skills and how to manage life overall. So here I invite Toastmaster Keshav to give the report for meeting number 306. Over to you, Keshav.
Guest is not in yet. So we may have the guest introduction.
Okay. Before Keshav joins, any guests who would like to introduce themselves? We have some guests, Kumar, Rani, and who else is there?
It's Kumar here.
Kumar Well.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
it's very. Can you speak a little louder?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm Kumar. I'm from Wipro Chennai Toastmaster Club, working as a senior architect in Wipro. And so I've been a regular guest to Wake Up Chennai because of the professional and quality meetings that you conduct. I always gain something out of this. Thank you. Okay. You are in mute. You are in mute, Satish.
Kumar, Rani, would you like to give your introduction, please? Maybe. Okay, we move on to the next section. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj, Toastmaster of the Day, Manoj.
Thank you for a warm introduction. I would like to I would like you to close your eyes and picture this. A lush green forest, alive with the calls of exotic birds, the rustle of the leaves as monkey swing from branches to the branches, and the gentle hum of insects busy at work. Now imagine that this land soundscape is fading, replaced by silence, as species disappear one by one. This isn't a distant nightmare, it's a reality unfolding around us. Scientists estimate that over 1 million species are at risk of extinction. And with them, the balance of our planet is shifting. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Manoj, and it is my honor as your Toastmaster of the day. Our theme for today is biodiversity. Biodiversity is the intricate web of life that sustains our planet, and its loss is warning we can no longer ignore. Throughout the meeting, I'll share the stories that highlights the beauty, fragility, and the importance of biodiversity. Together, let's reflect on how each of us can play a role in protecting this treasure. So, for today's meeting, our general evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Mr. Satish, distinguished Toastmaster DTM Satish Menon sir is the first generation IT entrepreneur who, after 2 decades of entrepreneurship, is now looking at experiencing the remaining item from his to-do bucket list. Satish has been a Toastmaster since 2013 and has held multiple positions at this club, area division and at district level. He was the district director of the 120 Toastmaster of the year 2021-22. We have our timer, Mr. TM Saravanan. I would like to give it to General Evaluator Satish Menon, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, and a very good morning to everybody who's present here today for our 7 a.m. wake-up meeting. The role of a general evaluator in a Toastmasters meeting is to, as the name suggests, evaluate the entire meeting. Now, why do we need to evaluate a Toastmasters meeting? The reason is very simple. We are all here to learn, to improve our communication and our leadership skills. And the only way that we can learn is if we get constant feedback. It is that feedback which will help us understand what we have done right, what we need to do, and what we can improve. Because on the journey for becoming better speakers and better communicators, there is nothing called perfection or nothing called excellence. We only improve compared to what we were yesterday. And that's what a general evaluator does in a Toastmasters meeting. Now, evaluation is of two types. One is the qualitative and one is the quantitative. A qualitative evaluation is where the speech evaluators will evaluate every speaker's speech and give their feedback. The quantitative evaluation is where we talk on certain things like the time taken for each segment, the number of filler words that people would use, and of course the grammar. Now, all of this is not done by the general evaluator as a single person or in isolation. They have a team of people who help them to monitor the entire segment of the meeting. And one of the first aspects of every Toastmasters meeting is the time. So we'd say, how much is the time taken for each segment? So we have someone who's going to play the timer role in today's meeting. And today's timer role is being played by Toastmaster Saravanan. He's a new member to Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He hails from Tiruvannamalai and holds a BE in Computer Science from SVCE Sri Perambadur. He moved to Chennai for work and currently works as a senior ETL developer at Infotel IT Consulting. In his free time, he says he enjoys playing with his kids and spending quality time with his family. So let me call upon Toastmaster Saravanan to explain the roles of the timer in today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Saravanan. You're on mute. Still on mute.
You're
No.
on mute. Maybe you can reconnect your headset, or you can remove that one.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible now.
Saranan, you were audible, but now you are not audible. Again, it went off.
In the interim that Toastmaster Saravanan reconnects, do we have Toastmaster Sudha online?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible now. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Am I audible now?
Yes,
Can
yes, you are.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, DTM Satish Menon sir, for the warm introduction. And thanks, fellow Toastmaster and guest. As timer, I will time the table topic, speakers, formal speeches, and evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red backgrounds, which donate specific times remaining. For prepared speeches, it should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green background. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow background. At 7 minutes, I'll raise the red background. For evaluation, it should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green background. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow background. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red background. For the speakers and the evaluators, when you are speaking, please see my backgrounds for the notifications. Thank you. And
can you just display how it will look?
Sure.
Benefit of all? Yeah.
So green will look like this. Yellow will look like this, yellow background. And red background will look like this. So please pin my video. Over to you, DTM Satish sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan, for explaining to us the roles of the timer. Now, all of you are clear on what a timer will do. I would request every speaker to kindly pin the timer so that you are aware of the time for your speech. With that, let's get on to our next member on the tag team, which is the accountant. Do we have Toastmaster Sudha online?
She is not there, DTM.
Can I request somebody to play the accountant role for today? Toastmaster Sudha was supposed to play. Can somebody take up the accountant role?
Yes, distinguished Toastmaster Satish, I will take it up. Sivakumaran here.
Okay, Sivakumaran, thank you very much. So this is one of the beauties of a Toastmaster meeting, that we have members who will volunteer immediately to take up the R counter, any role for that matter, that helps us to progress our meeting in the right manner. So Toastmaster Sivakumaran has volunteered to play the role of the R counter. So just a brief introduction about Toastmaster Sivakumaran. He's a Chennaiite, born and brought up in Chennai, an MCA graduate from SVCE College Sri Perumbadur, working in the IT sector for 14 years as a functional consultant, specializing in manufacturing, supply chain, distribution, and costing, using the Oracle Apps ERP. A fitness enthusiast with other hobbies of watching movies, a foodie, interested to read books, and love to write. He's been with Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters for the past 4 months, and he wants to reach maximum heights in public speaking and professional communication in Toastmasters. So, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, please welcome, and can you please explain the roles of the accountant?
Thanks, distinguished Master Satish. In our counter, I will be capturing the filler words and the crutch words. Filler words, something like then all the silent sounds. And crutch words are like, how it is, and all the repeated words what you will be using in the meeting. I'll be calculating the number of times you are using the words and intimating you by the end of the call. That's all with the counter introduction. Over to you, Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, for explaining the roles of the R counter. Now, the last person on the tag team is G, that stands for the grammarian. And today's grammarian is a very passionate member of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's a director at Exeter Pre-Media Services and is passionate about learning new things, traveling, public speaking, and pushing boundaries. So please welcome our grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon sir, for that warm introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So as grammarian, I'll pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll also take note of any improper usage as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, I'll also introduce the word of the day. And for today's meeting, the word is aver, A-V-E-R, which means it's a verb to state something in true confidently. To state something is true confidently. So the example of using this word is the employees aver that the new policy will improve productivity. That is an example. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Menon sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for explaining the grammarian roles and also for introducing the word of the day in the meeting. We request every speaker to kindly use the word of the day in their speeches. This was the overall introduction of the general evaluator and the tag team. We'll come back with our individual reports and also the overall reports towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. So with this, I hand the control back over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manoj Chaudhari.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster, for explaining the role of general evaluator and for his tag team as well. Let me tell you a story about the passenger pigeon. Once numbering in billions, it was the most abundant bird in North America. The flock of these birds were so vast They darken the skies for hours. Yet, by 1914, the species was extinct, hunted relentlessly for food and the sport. The last passenger pigeon named Martha died alone in zoo, a tragic reminder of how quickly abundance can turn into scarcity. Like the diverse species in the nature, each speaker brings his unique voice, enriching our meeting with their stories, ideas, and insights. Let's warmly welcome our first speaker, Toastmaster Uday Kumar, with his speech title, The Catharsis. Toastmaster Uday Kumar is a one of the youngest member in our team, in our Toastmaster club. He's very passionate about the leadership and the speaking. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Uday Kumar.
Yeah, before that, you should introduce my evaluator, actually.
It's me, Manoj.
Santosh is my evaluator.
Yes, I'm his evaluator. So
Okay,
before,
to evaluate our first speaker, we have Toastmaster Santosh.
yeah, I will I will convey the purpose of the speech to Uday Kumar. Hi, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good morning, all. So for Uday, the purpose of the project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Thank you. All the best, Uday Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
So let's welcome our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Uday Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. It's a warm day to start. It's a warm morning to start the day. My title speech is catharsis, which means sense of relief or purification. I'm going to talk about the recent trip that I took to Madhya Pradesh and had few moments where I felt catharsis. So, being born and brought up in a conservative household, I hardly used to travel during my childhood days. Whenever my parents took me to places around Tamil Nadu, it was mostly for the temple visits. And every year during the summer vacation, we used to go to Tirupati and Sabarimala. That's all the story I had to share with my friends after the summer vacation in the school. It was only during my college days I had opportunity to start traveling with my friends around the southern part of India. But since COVID came, I hardly traveled. It was during the December month. I was in anticipation of my CAT exam results, and it put me through a lot of stress and misery. I wanted to let it out to someone, so I called one of my good friends, Adarsh. He suddenly, out of the blue, came up with an idea. He suggested me that, you know what, I'm going to Madhya Pradesh next week to meet my dad, who's working in there, and spend some time. I think you should come along with me and have some time. And he also insisted me that I should not spend a single rupee. As a friend, he wanted me to enjoy the time and get relieved from everything else. This was the first moment where I felt the sense of relief. Not the travel that I took in the coming time, but the friend who had my back. We reached Madhya Pradesh after 2 long days of travel in the train, and my friend's father was there to pick us up. He worked as a mechanical and electrical engineer in the district called Pachmari for the civil servants community in there. Pachmari is a district filled with a lot of caves, hills, and forests to explore around. It was a really beautiful place, and there was a lot of Shiva temples to visit also. I really had a great time in there, and those safari rides in between we took to visit the places was also something to be remembered of. On the second day of the travel, we were planning to go on waterfalls, and when we reached the waterfalls after 2 kilometers of trekking, we had second thoughts because it was 7 o'clock early in the morning and the temperature was around 6 to 7 degrees Celsius. We were not used to this climate before and the water was really cold. But then I also thought, if not for the moment, I can't get it again. I have to make the most out of it. The next moment, I jumped inside the water. The sudden chills and goosebumps I got from there was really amazing. The water not only cleansed my body, but also all the stresses that I have been carrying it on until that day. This was the second moment of relief I felt. And the next one was when me and my friend were walking down the road during the night time for the local market purchase. We were on the shopping and since it was a night time, the temperature was really cold. We were really uncomfortable and sneezing around when we were walking. An old man who was sitting outside his house enjoying the campfire noticed us. He suddenly called us upon and asked us to stay for a while to get some warmth from the campfire. He was also kind enough to give us some tea. This was not the kindness that I was used to before, being born and brought up in a city. And it also made me realize that I, as a human being, must be more compassionate towards my fellow human beings. This was the third moment of relief I had in the trip. And during the last day of the trip, we had almost covered all the locations and had a lot of time to kill in between the train. So my friend's father suggested that we should come along to his office and meet the people over there. I thought it was really a great idea to do. When we went in there, I had an opportunity to meet all the ex-militants, civil service person, and also Navy personnel. Listening to their journey over lunch was really inspiring. These are the people who used to work 1 to 2 jobs a day during their preparation phase in order to provide for not only themselves but also for the family. I also thought that how fortunate I am to have a parents who had my back and never put me through such a burden. I also would like to say that journaling these all things were really beautiful during the trip and made it easier also for me to prepare the speech. As a whole, the takeaway for me during the trip is that we should not confine ourselves into small spaces all around. We as a human being must explore all the places around, get to know people, and explore different cultures. Getting to know people and understanding them will only make us more compassionate and empathetical, which will in turn make us a better person. I believe traveling is the best form of education that we can get in today's world, and I would like to do more of it in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Udhay Kumar. That was really wonderful. How many of you heard of baobab tree? Anyone heard? Baobab tree is the tree of life. This iconic African tree provides food, water, and shelter to countless species. But the climate change and deforestation threaten its existence. Losing such a tree isn't about the aesthetic, it's about the collapse of entire ecosystem that depends on it. Now I would like to welcome our second preferred speech by Vignesh, Toastmaster Vignesh. Title is Machine That Moves Us, and this will be evaluated by the distinguished Toastmaster Priyang Anand. Anand is a retired software engineer, passionate Toastmaster, nature lover, passive income expert, past marathoner, bird watcher, inspiration speaker, and current division director. Over to you, Priyang.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Vignesh is doing presentation mastery, effective body language. The purpose of the project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how they use nonverbal communication when delivering a speech. Timer, please note the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Vignesh. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Manoj Chaudhary.
Let us welcome preferred speech speaker 2, Toastmaster Vignesh. Over to you, Vignesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So let's go back in time to nearly 2 decades ago, where I was a kid and I was always surrounded by cars, mostly as a toy or whatever thing. I was surrounded by toys only with cars or a machine with wheels. So, can anyone tell me on what age we are introduced to wheels? Any idea at what age we are introduced?
7.
Okay. So the answer is
As a baby.
yes, as a baby, we are introduced to wheels. So when we are around 6 or 7 months old, first thing we are put on the walker, and we will be put on onto a walker, and we will use our legs to move. And then when we slowly start walking, we will be given a walker which has 3 wheels so that we could practice walking with that vehicle. So basically, even as a toddler, we are introduced to wheels. So the wheels was the first thing introduced, was the first innovation we had as a human. And wherever you see, we can see wheels of life, wheels of emotion, everything is connected with wheels. So we can tell that whatever as a wheel can be considered as a machine. Either if it has an engine, that is called as a machine, or if it doesn't have any engine, so we used to like riding a bicycle, we use our energy to ride that machines. So that's the difference between machine with engines and without engines. Without engines, we are the engines. So I was so passionate about cars and whatever thing which had a wheel. As soon as I went out with my parents, so I will be always looking upon the cars when we were traveling. And even at my young age, we don't have that much of internet at the time, right? 2 decades back, we don't have that much internet connectivity, and I don't know how I got the interest. So I could able to easily remember the car names by just look upon the headlights and taillights, and I was so enthusiastic about it. So whenever I cross any car, I'll just look upon the headlight and I will um, tell its make and brand. So that's how passionate about when it comes to car. So I will tell a story where I remember how I got my first cycle. So I was around my 6th grade. I started cycling and started to ride cycle with my sister's cycle. And she was also going to school at that time. And I want to go to school. And I asked her to give her cycle so that I could go in that one since it was so small. And she told that, no, I will not give my cycle. You can go in the cycle which we had. My parents had one cycle. So that cycle was taller than me. And I was used to go to school with that cycle. And one day when I was going, I was just fascinated about my schoolmates who come in their new cycle. At that time, the cycle which has the handlebar like this, they used to hold like this, or towards them or away from them, and they will ride. I had a cycle which has an handlebar like this, and they were doing the stunts like leaving one hand, leaving both hands, everything they will do. So I was also so passionate about and wanted to learn that one. Slowly, I perfected the art of leaving one hand and riding the cycle. Then I thought, why I can't able to take the both hands and ride. So foolishly, one day what I did is we were going all the way. Even if it is a straight road, it is easy for me to balance that big cycle what I have. Foolishly, on a turn, what I did is I removed my both hands from the cycle. I fell down, got my teeth break, and still I have the teeth filled over here. And that's how I got my first cycle, stating my parents that I blamed them that you didn't give me a cycle which is of a good height to ride. So you gave me this cycle, I fell down, just get me a new cycle. And they got me a cycle. And that's the memory I had how I got my first cycle. So then slowly I started growing. In between, I started learning how to ride a moped. We had one TVS 50 at that time. So it's basically nothing but riding a cycle, we will pedal, and if you leave the brake, it will start, and we can ride. So slowly I learned riding the motorcycle, and then I was very eager for me to turn 18. Any guesses why I was so eager to turn 18?
To ride
Because
bike,
I wanted
get
to,
your
To
license.
drive a car?
yeah,
To
to
get a
get
driving
license.
license. To
To
get
get
a
a
driving
license,
license.
to get a driving license, I turned 18, and at that time, luckily, I was doing my college here in my uncle's house, and he got a car. So we both learned the driving in that car. It's a second-hand car, so we don't care about either ditching it or having scratch or anything. So we both learned in 2015, exactly 10 years before we got our first car when my niece was born. So I have a strong connection with my car. I kept the name for the car as Patu, and I still go and talk to the car. And we as a human, if you're so passionate and enthusiastic about it, we feel some connection between the machines what we used to drive. So my car has not let me down in any situation. So exactly 4 years before, when we were traveling to a nearby town from my hometown, I sensed something that something is wrong. The car clutch got failure, so I just called to my brother and told I can't able to move the car. And the issue is that the model I have has the same failure. Whenever there is some overheat for nearly we use the machine for 4 or 5 years ago. After, so the clutch problem will come. It will just keep the car ideal. Don't switch off the car and open the bonnet. And once it cools down, you can able to do. So I took back the car. The petty thing is my car had a start push button start. So I need to press the clutch to start the car if it is off. So that's the main thing I had. So it cooled down. We came back home. I left for service. Exactly before Pongal, uh, just this Pongal, I want to go to hometown. The same problem arose. Luckily, I took the car the previous day, and then I could able to sense it that something is wrong, and that's how the connection between the car is uh, with me and the car. So I think that's the connection we have as a human. So it's between us, the owner and the car. We have a strong connection. So that's all about it. So I'll talk about it more in my next speeches. And over to Toastmaster of the day, Manoj Chaudhary.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vignesh. That was really an innovation on the wheels. So as we move ahead, have you heard of honeybee crisis? Honeybees are critical pollinator, ensuring our crops grow and our ecosystem thrives. Yet, due to the pesticides, habitat losses, and the climate change, their population are declining rapidly. Imagine a world without fruits, vegetable, all flowers. As we move ahead with our preferred speech speaker 3, Toastmaster Satish Kumar, I would like to introduce the general liberator for the Toastmaster Satish Kumar sir. Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan will be evaluating the speech. Dr. Murugesan is by profession dentist and orthodontist, practiced in Velachery for 2 decades. Created and enhanced 5,000 plus miles. Interested to explore new places, different kind of foods, and is also a fitness freak. Over to you, Dr. Murugesan.
Sir, you're not
Your,
audible. No, still not audible. Sir.
Now audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, TM Manoj, for a warm introduction. So my speaker, Mr. Satish Kumar, I'll introduce him. is a vibrant Toastmaster with his physical age seems to be 20 and mental age seems to be 20 compared to his chronological age of 55. So qualified in instrumentation and render is as a service engineer and automation and control engineer for 3 decades, and also is enthusiastic in lifelong learning and also a social interest on ecosystem and also the biodiversity. So a great discipline of APJ, and the speech today's is pathway is on presentation mastery level 1 and writing a speech with purpose. The purpose of the project is to learn and review the basic method of writing a speech with a definitive purpose, with a clear, constructive, and well-defined structure. Over to you, our speaker, third speaker, Mr. Satish Kumar. The topic of the day is understanding the sustainability.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Murugesan, for that introduction. Hope you all are able to see my screen.
Yes, we can. I can see the screen.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll have to
Good
put
morning,
it in share
all
mode.
the Toastmasters. Yes.
Put it in a screen mode because we can read all the other slides also. You'll have to put it in presentation mode.
No, that could make it difficult. Let me see. Yeah, are you fine now?
We can still see all the other slides.
Hold on.
Then in the bottom there is an icon, sir. You can click.
Yeah, I put it in the presentation mode, but I'll stop share. Share window. Now?
Now it is clear.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to all the guests and Toastmasters. To understand sustainability is a very important thing today for all of us. And I would request all the at least 4 people to participate and give me some answers. Can you tell me what is sustainability? I mean, any 4. A quick one-word answer. Participants?
Consistent.
Just come again?
Consistent.
Okay. Anyone else?
To keep it continuing.
Keeping the resources for a future generation.
Okay. Anyone else?
Adaptability to adapt to the situations.
Yeah. So sustainability we talk so much about is to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This is what is about sustainability. And what are the critical elements of sustainability? Water, earth, sky, air, and fire is nothing but energy. We know today that all these things are polluted and energy is limited. So these are the critical elements which we need to take care. And how do you think we can do that? What is our duty? One is respect. First thing is we need to have respect for all these resources. These are our natural resources, and everything that is available to us naturally is pure. But unfortunately, because of the greed that we all have, and with the growth mindset, with the fast paced lifestyle, we want to do everything fast. We have either polluted all these resources or consumed more than what we deserve to. So, which is leading to a situation where our future generations will be deprived of all these resources in the form, leave alone what our earlier generations have uh, enjoyed. Even what we are enjoying today, our future generations cannot enjoy this. So, give respect to these natural resources, treat them with respect, and conserve everything that is available from nature. And think before you use. Opening a tap or throwing a paper in the dustbin or cutting off a tree or whatever we do, just think before you do it so that we can conserve these. And how can we do that? Reducing the waste, maintain conditions that allow humans and nature to coexist, and ensuring intergenerational equity. That means ensure that whatever we enjoy today, our future generations can enjoy. And one simple example I would like to quote here: the kind of places we had, at least my generation or generations earlier had, to play when they come back from school, a kind of space we had, we could play on the trees and on the open spaces. Today, these kids lack that. They don't have that. You have to take them literally to a play area or a park at a distance, or take them to a sports club where they can learn a sport. That's where what you can do. And reducing waste. Please think of reducing anything that you're using today, and do not waste anything. I mean, including your food, paper, or anything, even energy, switching off the light. These are like the things that are taught to us in everyday life, but we seldom practice. Many of them do not practice. And maintain conditions that allow humans and nature to coexist. That means at least wherever you see there is an opportunity to maintain an ecosystem of other living beings, be it insects, be it birds, be it the other pet animals, or of course wild animals is a far cry for us when we are in a city. But at least let the pets and other domestic animals survive. On this note, I would like to just show you a small video which demonstrates
Serengeti National
how
Park in Tanzania, a place where wildlife is teeming with life, has a special story of magical combinations of species. A tiny bird, known as the hornbird, has found a very unique way to survive. It lives inside the horns of wild animals such as buffalo, antelope, and rhinoceros. These horns not only provide a safe haven, but also strategic locations that give the birds easy access to food from larger animals. Meanwhile, these animals do not feel bothered by these small visitors, creating a wonderful symbiotic relationship. This is not only a testament to the creativity and flexibility of nature, but also shows that every creature.
so
Serengeti National.
be in touch with the nature and be in sync with nature. See how beautifully the birds and the animals live together and give a habitat to each other on their own. And nobody does this. This all happens naturally. So nature takes care of itself, and any which way. If we don't treat it with respect, it knows what. That is what is the global warming and all the environmental changes we are seeing. So please respect the nature, conserve it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
That is really wonderful about what is sustainability and how to conserve our natural resources for the future generation. Now we move to the last session of our Toastmaster meeting, table topic session. The table topic session will be will be carried out by Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Sivakumaran is born and brought up in Chennai, an MCA graduate from SVCE, working in IT sector for 14 years as a functional consultant, specialized in manufacturing and supply chain. He is a fitness enthusiast as well. Loved watching movies, food lover, and interested in reading books and love to travel as well. So over to you, Toastmaster Sivakumar.
Thank you, Manoj Chaudhary, for the warm introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to Table Topic session for today's meeting. And Table Topic is a session at Toastmasters meeting where members and guests are given a topic to speak on a short time. The session helps members practice impromptu speaking skills, which will be given on the feet at the moment. And the timing details are at 1 minute, you will be given a green card. At 1.5 minutes, you will be given a yellow card. At 2 minutes, you will be given red card. And 2:15, the grace time will be over. And this is about the limit. So please, whoever is interested to take up the session, kindly raise your hand so I can pick you. And I encourage all the guests to take up the opportunity to give their speech and practice the impromptu session. Experience how giving a speech before a group of members. You will be getting a gist of it. Okay. Can I see some raised hands? I don't see any raised hands yet, I think.
Santosh raised his hand.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, good morning, Santosh.
Hi, Toastmasters.
You are ready for the topic. I have gathered some idioms and phrases which are related to biodiversity. Biodiversity, it may not be very closely to biodiversity, but yeah, I will be getting with the question. The topic of your speech is tip of the iceberg.
Sorry, please come again.
Of the iceberg.
Is it for me only? Your voice is somewhat breaking. That is why I couldn't in the second time also.
Okay, no problem. I just put it in the chat.
It is the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand. Thanks for the topic. So tip of the iceberg. Yes, actually, we are near to the tip of the iceberg. Why I'm saying is now we are going to the sustainability. Even every company, if they are talking about innovation, they are bringing the sustainability. Why this is most important? Because we are standing at the tip of the iceberg. So we can see in everywhere the global warming and the climate condition is not good. So there is a lot of changes in the rainfall and the climatic condition. So we all are suffering. So not only those countries are suffering from other allegations, but also actually it is the main thing we are facing is this climatic condition. So we need to do something, and that is we need to stand together and protect our country, the world. So that only help us to bring from the also we can actually get relief from the tip of the iceberg. So if you are not thinking at this moment also, definitely our future generation will pay for this. So think about it and give the hands together to go together for the sustainability world. Thank you for the topic, table topic master. Over to you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Thank you, Santosh. That was a very good point you have made on multiple topics and given your point clearly that we are in need of a careful assessment of biodiversity. Okay. Okay, I can see raise hand from Priya. Hi, Priya. Can I go give you the topic now?
Yes.
Variety is the spice of life. It is your topic.
Variety is a spice of life. Variety is a spice of life. Yeah, of course. It start from the cooking. We have variety of spices. It's give happy and wonderful food we can have every day. With a adorable itself, we can feel that it's a good food or bad food. Example, pizza. The pizza give such a good smell so that everybody get attracted. But the smell itself not enough to have a food, because once in a while we can have that. But if you have, based on the smell, if you have that every day in our life, it will spoil our body. The spices also, according to our life has a different stages. Like sometime it will be sad, sometime it will be happiest moment in our life. So everything teaches as a complete life. We have to go through this darkness in our life, and then after that the happiness will occur. Maybe speaking this topic itself, maybe for me it's difficult. Maybe this will lead me to the next stages of my speaking skill. So thank you for this topic. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Priya. That was nice how you indulged cooking into the topic. Yeah, we are all here for this is our training ground. So anything you do here, I appreciate it. Thanks for your speech. And moving on to the next person, Digvijay Kumar has raised his hand. Digvijay, are you ready for your topic?
Yes.
Your topic is the root of the problem.
What is it?
At the root of the problem.
Okay. At the root of the problem.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you for giving me opportunity. And root of the problem is a very basic thing which everyone must follow, because everyone is talking about any kind of problem very superficially, and they have very shallow knowledge on everything whatever they are doing. So my take on this is, the people, whatever they are dealing with in their life, they should go always to the root of it. Then only you can solve any problem. Just talking superficially and is very hollow thing. That shows that you are not at all serious about the problem. So until unless you are going to the root of the problem, you will not get any idea about what is actually going on ground. You will always see things which is just everyone can see, and you will talk something, and that's it. You think that I am done enough for solving the problem, but that is never it's never complete thing. So until unless you are going to the root, you are understanding the needs of the people for anything. I'm saying for any kind of problem you can take, what is happening in our society or environment, or any sort of in personal life. If anyone is going through any issues, if you are talking to them, if someone is facing very depression, anxiety, and you are talking to him very superficially, see, yeah, you have to put more interest in working and all, it is not going to solve his problem. You have to go deep, understand why he is feeling like that. You have to go deep down, and you have to understand the person very well. Then only you can help them to get rid of their depression, anxiety. If you keep talking superficially, let's see here, you're not putting much effort. You're always distracted. You are not doing the things which is really important. It will not help. It will only worsen the things. So you have to go to the root of the problem to solve the issues. and then only you can help the person, you can help the anything in this world. Thank you all.
Thank you, Digvijay. That was a spiritual speech, what I hear from you. Rather than the information, I am very fascinated by the way you have delivered it. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. So this is my thing now. You can.
You're welcome. Who is the next speaker ready to take up the role
I can take up.
of distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon is interested? Okay. The topic for you is don't kill the goose that lays the golden eggs.
Don't kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. It's a very simple saying, but it's very important in today's world, especially around the theme of what we are talking about, which is sustainability. And when we look at the way the world has evolved over a period of time, you look at the things that people overuse what is there for us today. A classic example is if you look at most of India's power generation, it comes through coal. Okay. And when you say that a lot of it, today we are moving on to a world where people say use more electric chargers, more use electric vehicles to be on the roads, one should also understand that the power to drive those vehicles is only coming when you're burning coal. Okay. And a coal is a scarce resource, it's not going to last forever. One says that it has to be excavated, then the more you burn, the more pollution it creates. So though you might be using clean energy, the source of that clean energy is not so clean. Okay? And most of the pollution in India happens because of the coal being let out from the thermal power plants and the pollution that comes from the number of vehicles on the roads. So if we want to kind of be better, let's not kill the goose that is laying the golden eggs. Let's ensure that we move on to sustainable forms of energy. There are already countries in the world like the UK and Norway and all which have kind of done zero emissions from coal. And it's also possible for our country to move to that segment. Whatever we use as energy remains clean and we don't kill the environment around us. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. That was beautifully done. How you capture the theme of the day and how you brought in coal as example. We have plenty to learn from you. Yeah, the next speaker, I would encourage all the guests to take Varshini, Sambat, Umarani, Jai Krishnan. Anybody is interested? Raise your hand. I will give priority to you. Anyone from the aforementioned influence or Varshini, you want to take up the
Yeah, sir,
topic?
I'd like to take the topic.
Your topic is what goes around comes around.
What goes around comes around. Okay. Okay, so first of all, thanks for the topic. A very good morning to everyone. So as topic says, what goes around comes around. I would say there are opportunities in our life we misses, and there are times where we feel very hurtful for missing those opportunities. See, opportunities will come in many forms, different forms at any time. We should be the only thing we should be do is we should be always ready to face everything, and what goes around comes around. I would, in this meaning, I would like to also say the thing karma. I want to include this one in this topic also, which was, see, if someone gives a negativity to us, we should just remain silent and wait for them to face the same thing. Yeah, what we have to do is just remain until they face the thing. Yeah, this is what I want to say. The karma, I believe in karma, which is every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, sir. With this, I conclude the topic. Yes, sir. Thank you for the topic. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, Varshini, we have a saint here who taught us a good lesson. What goes around comes around. Be careful when you hurt or harm someone. Your days are you will be waiting to get the day for a payback. Thanks, Varshini. Like, take it in a funny way and also in a serious note. Uh, who is the next person interested to talk in the list? Samvit, can I take up your, can you give a seat? Kumar, Ali, Jai Krishnan, anyone? Okay, fine. We have 5 speakers, table topic masters that will deliver the speech. Anyone interested in our club who would like to take up the speak or take up a topic?
I can take up Sukumar, Satish.
Okay, Satish. I will give you a topic. Maybe it is a little difficult. Playing God with nature. Can you speak on this topic?
Come again.
Playing God with nature.
Thank you so much, table topic master. This quote itself, playing God with nature, is a bit far-reaching because nature itself is God. How can you play with God? And with we try to play with God, God will give us, like somebody said, what goes out comes back. So you try to play with it, the nature will play with us. So let us not play with the nature. Let us be in sync with the nature and see that it takes care of us. Do not just cut the trees. Then what will happen when the greenery goes away? The heat will increase. The energy will take care of itself. It will create fires as the heat goes up. You start putting on the air conditioner for some time. Then the energy demand further goes up. Then there is load shedding. Then you will have sleepless nights when there's a load shedding. So please do not play with the nature or don't try to play God with the nature. That is what we have always thought we can do anything as humans. And today we think that artificial intelligence can do anything. That is another thing. Actually, all this we have to avoid and see that we be in sync with nature. And end of the day, the farmer has to plow the field and grow the seeds so that we can cook them and eat. So if we play with God with the nature, nature will take care. So don't play with the God. Be a bhakt of the nature. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Satish. That was, you touched upon two good information. Yeah, something which we don't understand, which we don't know what it is, and the depth and strength of it, playing with it is always harmful. Only thinking of a situation, do something, and we had a risk. Thank you for the speech. And anybody who's interested to give a topic?
I think we are running short of time. We can move on.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satish. And with this, I conclude my table topic session. I will give back the control to TM Manoj. Over to you, TM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva. That was really wonderful phrases. Think of a coral reef, a bustling metropolis of marine life. Corals, fish, and other species coexist in a delicate balance, but coral reefs are dying due to the warming seas and pollution. The collapse of these reefs affect not just marine species, but humans who depend on them for food and the livelihood. Similarly, our evaluation session nurtures the growth. Just as the ecosystem thrives on balance and feedback, our speakers thrive on constructive evaluation. Let's hear from our evaluator. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Santosh.
You will have to give it to the general evaluator.
Yeah. So our general evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Satish. Over to you, Satish, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Now we are here at the beginning of our general evaluation session for today's meeting. So to start the general evaluation session, let me first call upon our prepared speech evaluators. We had 3 prepared speakers for today. And our first prepared speech evaluator is Toastmaster Santosh. Toastmaster Santosh is a very, I would say, senior member of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He's been with us for a very long time. He's a engineer working for TCS. His specialty is in the automotive domain. The best thing about Santosh is he's very passionate about taking up roles, about giving his speeches, and he wants to become a very accomplished speaker and a business leader. So Toastmaster Santosh is going to evaluate Toastmaster Udhay's speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you, DDM Satish Menon sir, for your kind introduction. Yes, first of all, I would like to share the credit to you, Toastmaster Uday, because since you identified the way, the key to open your loneliness, not only your most of us, we are opening the loneliness to explore how we can explore. Your speech is like a waterfall that gives a more clarity because you start from your visit to Madhya Pradesh and you slowly touched with your parents why you are visiting, and subsequently what are the places you visited during your summer holidays. And eventually what happened is at the end of your college life, so you are going to make your own decision. So you are going to out of your parents' control. So that moment the COVID stopped, I really felt your pain because there is a lot of turning point, not only you, for the seniors and lot of members. So when you are a college student and finishing that moment, what will be the pain I can realize in your speech. And you touched your friend. That was the purpose of the speech was really touched the sense of release. So with your friend you touched, and then you go with the waterfall and the stranger, that old man, and finally the group of the eminent officers you touched. That was like a water flow, I will again say. That was a nice touch, nice take. And finally, you had a conclusion. So it was a well arranged, and you have the enough pauses. So where to stop, and you are that is why I am telling your speech was very clarity. And finally, I want to give the recommendation. If I want to give the recommendation, there is one I felt is actually you are bored during the summer holidays with the devotional trip, but again with your friend you started the devotional trip only. So that again merged, but in your subconscious mind it felt as a positive thing. I can understand that. And the second one, the vocal variety used, but if it is a even stressed, that will be a good for your speech. I think it will added advantage because when you are seeing the Eminent officers, you can stress you can show your excitement. And yeah, this is my recommendation. And finally, eventually, what I suggest is for me and all, if you want an entrepreneur or an innovation leader, you can explore more things. That is what your speech was concluded. All the best. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster DTM Sir Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for that detailed evaluation of Toastmaster Sir, the speech. Now, let me call upon the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Vigneshwar's speech. That's Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank. So, Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank's introduction goes as she's a retired software engineer, passionate Toastmaster, nature lover, passive income expert, past marathoner, bird watcher, inspirational speaker, and current Division I director. Please welcome DTM Priyank for us to provide the evaluation of Toastmaster Vigneshwar's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Apologies for unable to turn on video. Toastmaster Vignesh, kudos and congratulations on completing your effective body language project and delivering the speech effectively today. I am going to tell you the feedback and appreciations in your name itself, Vignesh, Vignesh. The first thing is going to be the voice modulation. You had a lot of questions and the dialogues with your sister. In that, we could notice beautiful voice modulations and it engaged the audience. The second thing coming to I is intensity. You had the power of stories, and personal stories always connect well with people. That was visible in your speech and in your body language. Coming to G, the gestures. You had an open hand. You at one point in the speech you had an open body language. The hands were wide open. This makes the audience to connect very well with you. Moving on, N. N is more about nodding. I think even in the middle of your speech, you had some questions to the audience, and whenever the audience responded, you nodded very subtly, and that was showing us that you were really listening to us. Vigne. Coming to E, eye contact. The camera angle or positioning, because I think you try to stand and deliver this speech today, which is a commendable thing. But the camera angle was at a lower level than your eye level. So it felt like you were standing tall, but looking down and addressing the audience. So if in the future you can position the camera angle to a level straight, that is straight horizontally to your eye, it will give a better eye contact with the audience. Vigne, yes. Space. I felt because this is an online meeting, the space that you could use, the stage space was very less. But I still think you could have moved a bit around than being rooted in one place. Some movements with purpose, maybe moving little back, little front, to the left and the right, coming in the center for the conclusion of the speech, etc. Coming to H, the head and the posture, you were very confident. You stood tall. There were no slouching. Absolutely full marks on that. So I would like to summarize the recommendations. The first recommendation was the eye contact due to the camera angle and positioning. The second thing was I felt towards the beginning of the speech, your hands were clasped. You could have opened it and put it on the sides rather than clasping them. And the third one is the speech title was a little bit longer. I felt maybe you could have cut it short to 3 to 4 words and made it catchy. Coming to the body language, I have certain things to add. Open palms, pointing and listing, like counting with the fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, and expanding the hands or chopping a motion, making a point, raising the eyebrows. These are some body language which you can try to incorporate in your speech. With that, overall, it was a great speech. It was fantastic to listen to you this morning. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Priyank, for that evaluation of Toastmaster Vigneshwar's speech. Now let me call upon our third evaluator for today, Dr. Murugesan. to evaluate Toastmaster Satish Kumar's speech. But before Toastmaster Murugesan commences his evaluation, a brief introduction about him. So Toastmaster Murugesan is a practicing dentist and orthodontist. He's been in Velachery for the past 2 decades and created and enhanced almost 500 plus smiles. Interested to explore new places, food, and also a fitness freak. Toastmaster Murugesan, the virtual screen is all yours.
Thank you, Satish sir, for the warm introduction. And my third speaker, Mr. Satish sir. So the purpose of the speech is met actually. So he had given a great clarity. In a simple word, respect the nature. So it was well structured speech with simplicity, and we start the speech with the questions that itself hooked the audience. So, and the title. Next, he had given the title, sustainability. He had explained clearly in a different perspective, in his own perspective, that what is sustainability. That shows definitely a new shift, paradigm shift to each and every one. And every audience are hooked with these questions. And the next level is, we had shown on the slides in a simplified way, what we call this Panjabhutanga. So what we learn is simply a Panjabhutanga, how we respect the nature, how we have to give importance to the nature. He had clearly explained. And usually, our generation is the maximum we had created damage to this ecosystem. Right? So that instead of that, he given a positive note. What are the duties? The second level is what are the duties we have to do. So this gives you a positive note to each and every one how to implement, how to preserve the nature. And he had given what is the positive note. Then he had given how to. So there should be a solution for every speech. So the next level, how to preserve the nature, he had given. And the simple way, see, what are the things we are giving? We are giving in a simple way, like nature, humans, coexist. So this have a wide meaning for them, because everyone in this world are important. Everyone had the space to live in this universe. So that had given a simple way in his presentation. And the video presentation was what I have seen is this gives a great lesson to us as humans. Even for small things, we are fighting with each other. That God had given you wonderful things. It is all the symbiotic relation between each and every creature. That presentation was awesome. So the video tells a lot. So in that way, had given it, and the final conclusion also he had given in a great way. So the clarity, the purpose of the speech had given a wide clarity to each and every one. It's like inserting a needle in the banana. So we have to, we know the things, what we have, what we are now, and we should, what responsibility we have, that they are given a strong clarity. And the vocal variety was too good, and the comfort level was too good. And some of the things which I have seen to improve is the eye contacts. You can in a more positive, with a more little bit more energy level, you can give your eye contact, and with a small smile also. And then there is little you can connect with this with the personal stories that gives a more impact, and also the energy level we can improve it, and small humors in his, if we add it, will be a better, that we have a more engagement. Overall, the presentation was awesome, and you have meted the purpose of the speech. Thank you. All the best, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesan, for the evaluation of Toastmaster Satish's speech. That completes the first phase of the general evaluation segment, which is the evaluation of the prepared speakers. Now let's get to the tag team reports. For that, I'll first call upon the timer, Toastmaster Saravanan, to provide the timer report for the meeting.
Thank you, DTM Satish sir. So today, most of all the speakers and evaluators has completed their speeches before the time. So for the prepared speaker, Udhaya Kumar has taken 5 minutes and 14 seconds, and prepared speaker Vigneshwar has taken 7 minutes and 27 seconds, and prepared speaker Satish Kumar has taken 7 minutes and 11 seconds. For the table topics, Santosh has taken 1 minute and 46 seconds. August Priya has taken 1 minute and 48 seconds. Digvijay has taken 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And DTM Satish Menon has taken 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Guest Varshini has taken 1 minute and 26 seconds. TM Satish has taken 1 minute and 56 seconds. And about the evaluators, evaluator Santosh has taken 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Evaluator Priyank has taken 3 minutes and 21 seconds. And evaluator Murugesan has taken 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Over to you, Satish Menon sir. That's with the timer report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan, for the timer report. Now, let me call upon our R counter for today, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, to present the R counter report.
As a group, everyone have used the filler word and the. These three words unanimously everybody have used more than 5 times. So I'm not going to uh, read out how many number of times they have used it, but I will go with other words. Manoj Kumar, Toastmaster Manoj Kumar has used that was 2 times or 2 times. Our sound, not our sound, has used it couple of times. Then Uday Kumar was clean with his speech. Apart from the aforementioned and he did not use any other filler words. Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank has used I felt as filler words in between. That was couple of times and sound 3 times. Vigneshwar, Toastmaster Vigneshwar has used so 5 plus times, slowly 3 times as filler words, so then 3 times as filler words. Could be couple of times. Yeah. Then Dr. Murugesan, Toastmaster Murugesan has used so 3 times, see 2 times, that 4 times, could able 5 plus times, so that 3 times, sound 5 plus times. Toastmaster Satish Kumar has used so couple of times, so then as filler word 3 times, so that couple of times, and so 3 times, kind of 3 times. Sivakumar and myself, I have used and many times, which I have observed with myself. Toastmaster Satish Kumar has used so 5 plus times, out of 3 plus times, was 5 plus times, that was 2 times, felt 3 plus times, I I think 2 plus times, then also 4 times, but 5 plus times. Guess Priya has used so 5 plus times, but 3 times, if you 2 times, like 2 times. Guess Digvijay has used so 5 plus times, filler words never, any 5 plus times, if you 3 times, very 5 plus times. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon has used kind of 2 times more than the other filler words and sound couple of times. At last, Varshini, guess Varshini has used a C 2 plus times, B should be 2 plus times, yeah 3 times, and sound 2 times. This is my counter report. Over to you, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, for that very detailed R counter report, and also many thanks for stepping in at the last moment and taking the R counter role. Now let me call upon the grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Vijay to provide the grammarian report.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon, sir. The word of the day ever, I think it was not used by anyone. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And the improper grammatical usage or suggestions that could be improved. So the improper use was I was used to go to school. It could be I used to go to school. The smell itself not good. It can be smell itself is not good. So a few quotes or thoughts that I liked. Toastmaster Udhaya Kumar in his speech, and the speech title itself was interesting, Catharsis, which shows the purification or the purgation of the emotions, I think. And he also said about traveling is the best form of education, which I liked. Toastmaster Vigneshwar in his speech, he told about connection between humans and machine, or the human connection with the machines or cars. Toastmaster Satish Kumar in his speech, he touched upon maintain ecosystem to support other living beings or being in sync with nature. Toastmaster Sivakumaran, all the table topics were very interesting. He said tip of the iceberg, maybe root of the problem, or which goes around comes around, or playing God with nature. All these were very interesting. Toastmaster Santosh, he said in his evaluation that the speech was like a waterfall without any thing. It flowed like a waterfall. Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan said in his evaluation that the speech purpose was like inserting a needle in a banana. So these are my observations, and thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster DTM Satish Menon, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for that very detailed grammarian report. So that was the end of the tag team reports. Now let me come to my general evaluation report for the total entire meeting. So we started sharp at 7:05 a.m. We didn't have all the role players in the start of the meeting, but we had to start on time, so we started on time. Today's agenda was a power-packed agenda. We had 3 prepared speeches. We had a good table topics. The theme of the day, sustainability, which is a very important topic in today's world. And our TMOD for today, Toastmaster Manoj, guided us through the entire session, giving very relevant examples on how we all need to preserve the world around us and not destroy it based on our immediate needs. So this is a very relevant topic, and Toastmaster of the day ensured that he moved through the entire session, giving us relevant examples at every stage of the session. 3 prepared speakers, all 3 speakers delivered their speeches very well, and the evaluations have been provided by the speech evaluators. So which is, again, the evaluators did a good job by providing the right kind of evaluations. Tag team reports, again, very, very detailed tag team reports from the timer, from the R counter, and from the grammarian. From the looks of it, it seems that they've been very avid listeners and they have picked up even the minute things that the speakers have mentioned during the course of their speeches. The agenda was published in advance, and most of the roles were taken up, and that's a good sign. What can we do better? Okay. What we can do better is all these role speakers and role players would kindly ensure that they are present at the start of the meeting and not at different stages as and when their roles come through. If anyone is not taking up a role and their name is mentioned in the agenda, please tell that upfront to the VP Education so that they can remove it and add a new person. Today we had to swap a role at the last moment, and many thanks to Toastmaster Sivakumaran for stepping in at the last moment. But this is something which is not advisable because nobody can play multiple roles. It defeats the purpose. So Toastmaster Sivakumaran was already the table topic speaker master. For him to take on another role and do it, it somewhere will compromise on the effectiveness of the role that you are doing. So that's something which all of us need to keep in mind. From the secretary report also needs to be read out in every meeting. So if the secretary is not available, I think someone else from the team should have access to the report and read it out for the benefit of the members. Otherwise, it becomes kind of a person-dependent thing that if this person is not there, this particular segment will not function. That's something that the club is based on processes. It's not dependent on certain individuals. So if that individual is not there, somebody else should pick up the report and read it. The process needs to be developed inside the club level. Also, when we are speaking, I would request everybody else other than the speaker to go on mute. I could see that there were 2 or 3 microphones which were on, and that was creating a lot of ambient noise in the background. So that's something that we can avoid when people are speaking. The table topics were also in line with the theme of the day, and most of the people who spoke, not most, everybody spoke very well when they were the topic that they were given, which is very good. Another thing that we need to also keep in mind that introductions need not be done by the speech evaluators. The speech evaluators can straight away jump into their speech evaluation. Introductions for the speaker has already been done by the Toastmaster of the day when they have introduced the speaker in the beginning. So you can straight away jump into the speech. Also, since we are in an online meeting, I would request everyone to kindly check their audio video before once they enter the meeting, because somewhere I found that there were certain glitches with the audio and video of certain people, and there were certain people when they were speaking, the voice was not coming through very clearly. That's the entire process of us telling everybody to join 5-10 minutes late so that you can do an audio video check and not have these issues when your turn comes to speak, because every minute that we delay, it adds to the overall delay of the entire meeting. So that said, the Sergeant at Arms all had given the instructions on how to name ourselves and how to use the right background. Let's all follow that instructions going ahead. Many thanks to those of you who are already following it. For the others, let's keep following that in our future meetings so that there is a level of standardness which is there for the entire meeting. So that's my overall general evaluator report for the meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator. That was really precise and brief about the today's meeting evaluation. So I would like to request Sergeant at Arms Vignesh. Can we have a poll, please? Polls are ready, Vignesh? Yeah.
Yes, polls are ready and I have launched it. So
Yeah.
kindly do vote. We have less number of participants today. So kindly vote everyone so that we could have the voting right now.
I would request everyone, please do vote.
I'll also share the link. QR code if someone is not able to access it.
So as we are coming to the end of the today's meeting, so let's end with an inspiring tale. Wangari Maathai, the founder of Green Belt movement in Kenya. She empowered communities to plant trees and restore ecosystem. Over 51 million trees later, her movement transformed the landscapes and the lives. Wangari's story is the proof that one person can inspire a global movement of change. As we conclude, remember that biodiversity is the foundation of our life. The honeybee crisis, the bleaching of coral reefs, these are not just environmental issues, they are the human issues. We depend on nature as much as it depends on us. Let's live today with the commitment to protect the web of life. One small action at a time, whether it is planting the native species, reducing the waste, reducing pesticide, overuse of resources, or raising the awareness, every effort matters. Thank you to our speakers, evaluators, participants, guests for making this meeting both thought-provoking and impactful. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for an excellent session. Thank you. Results are ready, Vignesh?
Yes, results are ready.
Over to you,
So,
Vignesh.
yeah, we have the results for today's meeting. The best role player for today is backed by general evaluator role, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. And best tag role player is backed by all-counter Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Best speaker goes to Speaker 1 Toastmaster Udhaya Kumar. And best evaluator goes to evaluator number 2, distinguished Toastmaster Priyan. And best table topic speaker is again banked by our DTM, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. That's on and over to presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms. That's been a very educative and a lot of learning experience through this meeting. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing such thoughtful ideas and increasing the awareness about the environmental issues and why sustainability is important. The theme has been really taken seriously by everyone, and we all spoke the same language. Increasing the awareness is the most important thing, and then only we can take actions. And one thing I would like to say, most of us would have received, rather all the Toastmasters would have received a mail from Toastmaster International about a feedback about Toastmasters youth program. Please go ahead and fill in the survey. That our feedback is what will help Toastmasters to evolve and give a better um, experience to all the members and do better programs for all of us. So please check your mail and give your feedback about the youth programs. In fact, this is a eye opener for me as well, that we should also venture into taking up some youth programs within our club and for our communities. So with this note, I'd like to request some guests to give their feedback. There are a few more guests still on the meeting. Vaishni, Umarani.
Sir, I would like to give the feedback, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, yeah, first of all, the Toastmaster team is doing a great job. As usual, today was also very good. I love the way how you are touching every topic that's happening in the world. See, last time it was AI related. Today it was like sustainability, like biodiversity thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to future meetings and interesting topics from you, Toastmaster Club. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaishni. Anyone else would like to give a feedback? Okay. On this note, okay, we can call off this meeting and let us look forward for a great meeting number 308 on coming Wednesday, same time. Have a great week ahead.
Dinesh, you want to click group photo?
Yes, yes. So whoever could able to turn on their videos, can just turn on so that we could have a group picture.
And also we need to smile, I think.
Yeah. So that's implied. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then I'll pick up. 3, 2, 1. Yes, done. So thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Close the meeting.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.